Hi there, this is Heather Embry-Warren of Blossoming Heart Intuitive Arts, and this is this week's video, Heart to Heart with Heather. The purpose of these videos is to help you to heal and live more from your heart, which I believe is the center of who we are on an infinite level within our souls. And often in spiritual work, the topic of fear shows up. And many intuitives or psychics or spiritual people will pretend they don't have fear or are, don't want to look at it or says that it's a bad thing. And you'll see that in some New Age circles. I will say it's important to investigate fear, but fear has many functions. Many of us, I think everyone on the planet, has had various experiences that have been difficult or traumatic and have caused us to withdraw or shut down, or at least just pull back so that we don't get hurt. There's a natural place for this. There's natural fears that all of us carry depending on where we live, the people we're around, and our privileges or lack of privileges, all of it. So fear can keep us alive and it can protect us. And it can also debilitate us, right? So the greatest challenge is knowing if it's a fear that's coming from our mind or a fear that served us but doesn't serve us anymore, or if it's actually a relevant fear. And this is where we start getting into different levels of intuition, where I would describe it as we have our body instinct, which is our body knowing, our body intuition that keeps us alive. There's our heart intuition, so what feels loving or kind, or what feels painful and hurtful on a very soul heart level. And there's intuition that we channel from another source, outer wisdom or spirit wisdom that allows us to be intuitive of a bigger perspective. So when I work with clients, I work with those three levels. And I will always say to somebody what's coming up for you, and feeling is the fear body-based. And if it's body-based, there might be some good reasons. Or if it's body-based, then there might be needing to do some psychotherapy or some healing. But that fear can naturally be guiding you, right, to not make a bad decision. So I come from a background, and sharing my personal stories is a journey for me, or difficulty for me as well. But I've had experiences of violence against women, natural violence against women experiences. So I've been hurt by abusive men or men who've tried to be exploitive. And so that has created an anxiety within me to step out or to show myself bigger to the world, because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to be stalked, I don't want to be criticized, I don't want to be demeaned, all of these things, because of my personal experience or voice in any way. So that's a natural fear, and how I work with that is being able to go, okay, within that I've got limits. I'm not going to let that fear stop me from going out. I'm not going to let that fear stop me from speaking or public speaking or finding opportunities, but I will let my intuition guide me on where it's safe for me to be able to share or speak up or be a public speaker where I won't get hurt. And it'll just help me build my courage and confidence until that anxiety doesn't exist anymore. Okay? So I want you to take a look at some area of your life where you feel you have anxiety about. So if it's a direction you want to go in, a relationship, and I want you to identify, just even ask your body or yourself, what am I really afraid of? What is my fear? And so mine was like the fear of violence, the fear of getting hurt again by men, by being stalked or criticized or attacked. So once you can identify it, then, really look at it. Is this a fear rooted in past hurt that's trying to inform me not to get hurt again? Is this a fear that's coming from somewhere else, from a friend's fear, a mother's fear? We adopt fears in our family systems. Is this a past life fear? You know, is this based in any reality here and now in this lifetime? And when you can sort of look at it and go, wow, this is not my fear, this is my ancestors' fear, this is other stuff, then we can work with that. If it's one that's based on personal experience, this is your wisdom. This is your street wisdom of how not to do something stupid or crazy or whatever. But you want to look and also look in your list there and write down, if this fear didn't exist, what would I be doing more of? If this fear didn't exist, what would I be doing more of? And it could be a whole long list. And you want to pick out and look at that list and go, do I want to do that? Yes or no? Do I want to do that? Yes or no? Is this important to me? Will this satisfy me and fulfill me? And if it is important to you and it would satisfy you and fulfill you, then you need to find out, what is one baby step, then 2 baby steps, then 3 baby steps you can take that can still honor your fear, but will help you move towards that other thing that you want, satisfaction. So I'm not saying go to the deep end. I'm saying take baby steps. Let fear guide you. Let it help you. Let it be a companion. But don't let it become your enemy or your debilitating force. So I hope that helps. It's so amazing. Our journey of self-discovery and healing and really looking at our lives, how much we block our potential. And so I am going to commit to you that I'm going to start stepping out and doing inspirational speaking. And I can talk about many topics. So if you know of any opportunities, let me know. And I want you to share with me what you commit to, because you deserve to have a fulfilling life. Send me an email at heather@blossomingheart.ca, or if you would like to do a session, an intuitive reading, energy healing, or a free initial session, go to my website at blossomingheart.ca. And if you're going through any difficult relationship challenges or endings, breakups, work at home, I would love to work with you for 3 months to make sure that you stay in your heart and you continue to expand and learn from this relationship challenge, instead of going into that spiral that some of us can go through when life falls apart. Okay? Have a wonderful day or evening. Thank you for listening.